Welcome to She Means Business, resources and inspiration for women business owners. You and I both know how expensive a wedding can get, especially in terms of outfits. Outfits that you cannot even wear again, possibly, right? My guest today is Jheal, and she runs this fabulous venture where you can actually rent your outfits for a occasion. This could be a wedding, this could be your own wedding, or a wedding in the family, or a friend's wedding, or even like a cocktail, etc. Let's talk to her and find out a little bit more about what she does and how her business can actually help you. Hi, Jheal.
Hi.
So, first of all, tell me a little bit about what you do.
So I run a company that is called Stylease.com. We rent high-end Indian fashion. We rent it for women, we rent it for men, we rent accessories as well now. So whether you just want jewelry to match your clothes, bags, if men want really quirky bow ties, for example, like wooden ones or mustache ones, etc. We do those as well.
Okay.
And we've just launched our own cocktail collection as well.
Okay.
So if you want shorter dresses for a really hip party, or if it's date night, if you know your boyfriend's going to propose and you want to look extra special, we do clothes for that as well now.
Okay. Okay. And how many days do you rent this out for? Is there like fixed packages and how do you work?
Yeah, so we usually rent them out for 4 days or 8 days. 4 days is usually for a friend's wedding or some other event, etc.
Right.
8 days is usually for your own personal wedding, or if it's a cousin's wedding, if it's a family wedding, destination weddings. Because if you are going, for example, all the way to Bangkok for a wedding, there's no chance you're going to literally come back within a 3-day span.
Yes.
That's really pushing it.
Do people bargain with you when they're renting it out?
Yeah, we live in India, so I mean, if people didn't bargain, they would think something is wrong. We always do a welcome discount. So the minute you come into our store, or if you come online, we do 10% of your first order anyway. And then depending on the client that we have, we know all of them personally by now. So depending on the kind of clientele, the price points they like, the kind of outfits they like, sometimes we do have special pricing for them.
Right.
But otherwise, most of our prices are very reasonable. Our rentals for 4 days usually range between 4,500 to 6,500, which is less than 10% of the retail value of a garment. So you can get an outfit that retails for 75-80,000 rupees in 6,500.
Wow, that's really
Which
cool.
which price point wise is very, very competitive.
Right.
So it's about the garment eventually, or the product that you're taking, more than it is about the price, and our customers truly understand that.
How old is your venture?
So we're less than a year old.
Okay.
We actually complete a year in May of this year,
Okay.
May 19th of this year. So we will be doing a really big discount at that point of time, which is
I'm
exciting.
sure my audience is going to watch out.
Yes, which is going to be really exciting. But we're less than a year old. We did a pilot for a couple of months in Bombay before we launched Pan India. We launched Pan India May 19th of last year, and we've been running it since then.
So I'm very tempted to ask this, of course. How challenging has your first year been? Are you bootstrapped?
Yes, we are bootstrapped, so we are not funded, which is an entirely separate challenge in itself. The list of challenges, I think, would be endless in terms of being an entrepreneur in a country like India, being a woman entrepreneur to top that, plus being young enough in terms of I also have a baby face. So I have baby face problems, the way I call it. So it's really hard to be taken seriously by a lot of people. So when I talk to men of a certain age, whether they're VCs or whether they're just uncles, for example, at a party, a lot of them, the first question I inevitably asked is, Beta, what will happen after you get married?
Right.
And I'm like, you wouldn't ask that if I was a man. Why would you ask me that now? So besides work problems, which we already have to deal with, which every company deals with anyway, we also have a separate list of women problems that we have to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in terms of work, it's been interesting to get product market fit, to learn your customers, to be able to get the word out there, to be able to have the right people running your company as well in your brand, so that when they pick up the phone and speak to a customer, you get the same level of service throughout. Technology, of course, because it's really expensive. Creatives, for example, because we're a very creative heavy company, because we're in fashion, so the way you portray your brand is really important. It's endless, like I said earlier.
How did you fall into this? So what was the idea behind this? How did you start this particular venture?
So I come from a very fashion family. My mom's a fashion designer. My younger sister now is a fashion designer. My mom's been in fashion in the last 25 years.
Okay.
So she's been working in fashion for a very long time. She's run her own label for most of it. She launched her own company a couple of years ago, which is in high-end bridal couture. So I've been working with her for a while. My master's is in fashion marketing as well from New York. So I worked in New York for a bit. I worked in Chicago, moved back to India a couple of years ago. Then I was at IIM Ahmedabad for entrepreneurship, for executive education. So at that point of time, we were sitting in class one day, and my marketing professor was talking about how the sharing economy is the future, and about how to build a better world for us, even as humans in general. We need to move towards sustainable fashion, sustainable manufacturing, less waste, water issues, etc. So in that, he just literally looked at me in class, and he was like, "Oh, Jheal, by the way, in case you're interested, rental for fashion is going to be the future." And my entire class burst out laughing, and they were like, "So she's been talking about it non-stop for the last week."
Okay.
So everybody seemed to have the same idea at the same time. So we got that on board. I spoke to a ton of my IIM professors, got in touch with them, sent them business plans. A lot of them looked it over. And then with the help of a couple of my professors, we launched the company. So they helped me come up with the idea of it. It was originally something different, but with their expertise, they pivoted it a little bit and said, only do high-end fashion, go on doing pan-India, work towards doing not only metros but tier 2 cities, packaging, things like that, branding. They helped me out with a lot of it. And then we launched the company, and now I run it
But
from
did
there.
you, in this like almost a year now, did you ever have moments of doubt? As in, is this it?
I
Or
think
where is this going to go? Or like, so that moment of doubt that a lot of us have, that am I doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Did you ever have that?
So I think my last moment of doubt was last night, or probably on the way driving here this morning, being like, what am I doing with my life? I think that happens to everyone. You just need to take it in your stride, not take it too seriously, understand why you're having that moment of doubt, and move on.
Yeah.
So it happens really often, a lot more than I would like.
You and I spoke earlier, and we talked about this little differentiation thing that you started with.
Yes.
I want you to talk about that.
So what we actually specialize in is high-end fashion. So we do a lot of designers that, for example, have been doing runway for the last couple of years, or that are currently doing runway. We don't do stores in terms of multi-designer stores that come on board or that work with them. We only work with individual designers. And plus, they need to be of a certain caliber. So our minimum value in terms of the outfit, retail value, is 40,000 plus.
Okay.
So we don't do outfits that are of a cheaper category as well, because I think that's easier for people to buy as well and reuse. It's the outfits that cost a lakh and a half that is the issue for you to even wear again. You might have the buying power, which is totally fine.
But where do you wear it again?
And if you buy it, you'll buy it for a very special occasion.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll wear it once,
Yeah.
the pictures
And
will
you're done
be
with it.
all over. The pictures will be in your house in a photo frame. Like, that's the event it will be. So what do you do with it? So not only you can rent those clothes and not buy them, but you can also, if you have those clothes in your wardrobe, put them on rent with us and make money.
Oh, interesting.
So if, for example, you have an ex-designer's piece that you wore to your cousin's wedding, your brother's wedding, your own wedding, you might be really attached to your bridal lehenga, but what will you do with your mehndi outfit?
Yeah.
You've worn it once, the pictures will be beautiful, you'll probably send them to a whole bunch of bloggers and be like, they will repost it, 10,000 people in India will see it, then you can never wear it again. Because everybody knows what that looks like. And in today's day and age, everybody wants to be unique, everybody wants to be special. Your clothing is the easiest way to do that. So you can mix and match, sure, lot of headache. We do it a lot of the times for our clients as well. But instead, just put it on rent with us.
I think that's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's right. So not only are you solving a problem of, oh my god, I have to buy expensive clothes for a wedding, but you're also saying that if I bought them, then let me just put them out on rent. So it's a
Exactly,
two-way
yeah.
thing.
And you make money every single time it goes on rent. So you have to do nothing as a client, whether you're renting from us or coming on board as a vendor. We handle marketing, we handle logistics, we handle dry cleaning, we handle fittings, we handle wear and tear. So on either way, it's a really simple model for you to be a part of and come on board and say, hey, I'm really interested in just taking jewelry from you, giving you my outfits, which is what most clients start out with. that, oh, we might not be comfortable renting clothes, but I really love this quirky bow tie for my fiance or husband, or I really love this gown for a pre-wedding shoot, which is a very small event for you to be a part of, because it's just a couple of photographs. Or jewelry, which is a really big seller. We have a lot of clients who come on board and only rent jewelry, which you can do as well. You can come on the website, look at everything that we have. We do everything from high-end polki to crystals to American diamonds. So you can come and look at all of that and just rent that as well.
Wow. A lot of times at She Means Business, I speak to a lot of women business owners, and one of the biggest challenges faced is how do you get the word out, about your business. What kind of marketing have you been doing? It's a fledgling business now. So what have you been doing to ensure people do know about you?
So we originally thought word of mouth would be one of the best ways. We slowly realized that it's such a secret society in terms of rental because we do such high end that nobody wants to tell their friends that I rented the outfit.
Yeah, that would be a huge challenge.
Yeah, so that is a huge challenge for us as well. So currently we're concentrating through social media, whether it's through influencers, it's through bloggers, it's just through people wearing our outfit and getting the names out there. Plus we have a lot of celebrity pieces on board. So that helps with our marketing as well. That, oh, do you want to look like X celebrity? We have that piece. You can do that. And a lot of young women today are interested in that sort of model as well. Where they're like, oh, I'd love to wear earrings that this film star wore in this movie. And they can do a very similar pre-wedding shoot with it. So they love that idea as well. So we try and market it that way. But social media is the biggest component.
Okay, we have this interesting new segment. So not too many people now know this, that at She Means Business, we have a magic lamp. Right?
Okay.
And I'm going to bring my magic lamp out because it's really very sweet. Now this magic lamp actually has a genie. He's invisible.
Okay.
Yes. But I'm going to give you one wish that this genie possibly can solve for you.
Okay.
Now, I remember a long time back, you and I had this conversation, and I've had this conversation with a lot of people on mentoring.
Yes.
Right? As a business owner, the one thing that you do require are good mentors.
Yeah.
Right? So if I were to tell you that you could ask for one mentor, past or present, right, who would be able to help you with your direction or just somebody who could help you, who would that be?
Does it have to be only one person?
No. Give me a wish list.
Because, I would make a board of directors, like for my mentors. I would pick, first of all, I think I would pick Michelle Obama, who I think is really, really inspirational as a woman. The things that she's done, the way that she's built herself. Because when you think about that, oh, what does Michelle Obama do? You might not be able to put a finger to it or be like, this is exactly what she does. She's CEO of this company, but she's still so immensely popular and everybody loves her, and just the way she's built everything around her, and she's one of those women that I think every single time she says something, it has an impact on you. And I think that's really important in a business, or when you're building your own business as well. Meghan Markle, who I love now. So I've of course seen her as an actress. I love her shows. So I've been watching them for a very long time. But just the woman that she's become now and the way she's becoming is amazing. So her transformation is amazing. And she's been huge in women empowerment from when she's 11 years old. I feel like I resonate with that. I relate with that a little bit. Ellen DeGeneres, she's made her brand on who she is. Which I think is very, very important in today's day and age, the authenticity. You have to come across and do exactly what you are and who you are. So I love her for that. I think from the fashion sphere, there are a whole bunch of women, but Jennifer Hyman, who actually runs Rent the Runway, which is in America, which is a massive, massive business, which is sort of what we do in India, which is what my company is based off of. And I'm very, very, I'm really inspired by her in terms of the way she's built her company. So that would be great. And I think I will pick one last one. I think I would pick Indira Nooyi. So she's
such a role model. First of all, just listening to her and just seeing how she's handled her career, she's such a role model. Really. She's
a career woman, she's a mother, she's a great daughter-in-law, she's a great wife. She runs all of those roles perfectly, and that's what I wish to do in the future. So I'd want to be someone like her. So I think if I put 5 of them in one room, I think I would be okay. I'd be able to build a life that I love.
It's a fabulous list, I must say. I hope you get to meet someone and get mentored, if not like fully, but I hope you get to meet
Thank you.
one of them at least, and I wish you all the success.
Thank you so much.
With Stylease. Thank you so much for being on She Means
Of
Business.
course, and for your viewers, actually, we have something.
Sure.
So we have a custom coupon code, which we're going to give everybody who's watching this video, which is going to be valid for a long time. So don't worry, it doesn't need to be this summer. It can be this winter wedding season. On our website, you can book up to 6 months in advance, so you can use that code whenever.
Wow.
And book for clothes up to say March of next year. So
Awesome.
that should be great. It's going to be a 30% off coupon code. So I will give that to you.
Yes, and we'll put it up.
Yes, we will put it up, and that should
the
be
next
fine.
time you need a garment,
Yes.
maybe you can go to Stylease and check out, and you use the code.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being on She Means Business.
Welcome.
And thank you for watching. Until next time, stay tuned, stay happy, and stay focused.